Okay, it's recording. Okay, hi Nicole. This is our video that we're taking for Dr. Cram, and we're going to be doing this for the rules and regulations and expectations for intervention. This is a section of the orientation that I'm going to do.
Okay.
And you're going to be my client. And I'm going to go over with you the Level 1 DUI Offender Program Admission Agreements. And this right here is a paperwork. And as I read these, this is where you would put where your name is, and you would be initialing each one of these. And then on the back, you would sign here, and then I would sign, and we would date it right here.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to read this, and so you would understand all of the conditions that we would require.
Okay.
Okay. It would say that your name and you understand the purpose of intervention, Level 1 DUI Offender Program. And also, that would be like if you were under here for substance abuse of any kind of drugs that are illegal.
Okay.
The purpose of attending is to maintain abstinence from all chemical use, to include alcohol or any other substance. The length of the program is based on a clinical evaluation. However, the treatment program may find it necessary to extend the program based on several factors that include but are not limited to total abstinence from all drug and alcohol use, group attendance, participation and involvement in groups, complete assignments, and evidence of positive behaviors. Longer participation may be required to meet individual treatment needs, and you agree to abide and follow these recommendations that are made by the counselor or the intervention treatment team. Okay, and you understand the intervention level 1 DUI offender program meets in Dalton, which right here is either on Monday evenings from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. or on Wednesday at the same time.
Okay.
And on Saturday mornings from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Well, each group is the last 3 hours.
Okay.
And you also understand that you need to choose the best time that suits your schedule and stay in that one group.
Okay.
And that you're not allowed to move groups without permission from either our primary counselor, which is Brandy, or from Nicole. You can't just decide to attend whatever group you want to. If you want to transfer, you've got to get permission first.
Okay.
And your attendance is mandatory.
Okay.
In the event of an emergency, you need to first call your probation officer or parole officer if that's applicable. Excuse me.
Okay.
And you're also required to call the group facilitator, which would be Brandy or Nicole,
Okay.
at least 30 minutes before your scheduled group time. Excuse me, I gotta get a drink of water. No phone calls from your mom, your dad, brother, sister, boss. It needs to be from you. You need to be responsible for your own treatment.
Okay.
And you also are required to provide documentation for your absence, like if you have a doctor's appointment or you have to work overtime.
Okay.
Your boss needs to give something. If you have one excused absence or unexcused, that means no, you don't call, you don't show up.
Okay.
You'll be required to restart. Like if you had 12 weeks and you did 8, then you're gonna have to restart the whole situation.
Okay.
If you have 2 unexcused absences, at any point in their program, you'll be discharged.
Okay.
And working and not having money are not unexcused absences, because Nicole and Brandy will work with you and do a payment plan. You also have to understand that if you're absent from a group, you have 24 hours from that group time. Even you should call within 30 minutes, but if you don't, you have 24 hours.
Okay.
To call, and if you don't, then you'll be restarted, or you could be dismissed. It's up to Nicole or Brandy.
Okay.
I understand too, you need to arrive to groups on time and actively participate in all your programs as directed. Tardiness will not be tolerated. You need to get here on time because it upsets the group. I understand that observed drug screens will be given on a random basis.
Okay.
Always be ready to come in for a drug screen. You need to be honest with the counselors before taking a drug screen about any drug or alcohol use. If you refuse to take a drug screen or not be able to give a drug screen, it will be considered a stall and will be counted as a positive drug screen. You also need to understand that if you dilute a drug screen, it will be counted as a positive drug screen. And the cost of a random drug screen will be $10, and you need to be prepared to pay that when you come to group.
Okay.
Understand that if any drug screen is positive and you don't accept the results, we can send it to a laboratory for confirmation. And if it's sent to the lab, you have to pay $30 up front. And if it comes back negative, then the $30 will be reimbursed to you.
Okay.
If it comes back positive, then we don't reimburse.
Okay.
Understand that if you have a positive drug screen and you continue to drink alcohol, you must notify your parole or probation officer within 24 hours. And then we'll discuss with your probation or parole officer and your counselor what needs to be done, or if you need to be referred to a higher level of treatment.
Okay.
See, yes, Mr. Cribb, I'm looking. Based on honesty, participation, and progress thus far, you also is understood that if you continue the program, you'll get 4 more groups added to your prior treatment plan.
Okay.
Understand that if you have a drug screen and you continue to drink alcohol, you have 7 business days to schedule an individual treatment. An individual session with either Nicole or Brandy.
Okay.
To discuss your relapse, and that cost would be $25. And understand that you have to be prepared with a relapse autopsy completed and to discuss that assignment. I understand that if you fail to set up an individual session with Brandy or fail to report to the scheduled individual session, you'll have to restart the program. I also understand that participation in 12-step meetings or Celebrate Recovery is strongly encouraged, and unless meeting attendance has been mandated by clinical evaluation. Participation in these meetings not only helps you with your own recovery, but helps build a recovery network. Okay. If attendance has been mandated, you must attend as many meetings per week as your counselor or probation has stated that you need to do. Understand, now this is important, that you must not enter into a romantic relationship with any participant, frequent car rides, or any other means of transportation by coming to group prayer. That's fraternization, and we do not allow it here in Innervention. Understand that each cost of each group is $50, and that is expected each time that you come. And understand that if you're discharged from the program for any reason, you need to make an appointment with the primary counselor to discuss the possibility of restarting the program, and understand that an enrollment certificate will be withdrawn if you have been given one.
Okay.
And understand that the treatment here is voluntary and may discontinue services anytime. However, Innervention encourages you to discuss any and all dissatisfactions or barriers that you have prior to terminating your services, because if you don't want to get help here, then maybe someone else can help you, and we would like to help you find that place, because this may not be a good fit, but somewhere else might be. Okay. And understand that counseling is a science, and it's not possible to guarantee treatment outcomes. Okay. And sign here, and that saying that you understand and agree to all the information herein, that you've read or had it read to you, and that you consent and agree to participate and complete the Innervention DUI Offender Level 1 program. All right, and that is the end of this, Dr. Crimp. All righty, and I will close that out. And this is Nicole, and she is our program director. All righty, thank you.
She's doing great. She's doing great.
All right, thanks.